Welcome back to our family worship. And today, this is January 1st, 2023. As a family here, we get together and we're gonna present the first worship to Jehovah, as this is our God, the one who maintains our life. So without any delay, we're gonna start by singing a song to Jehovah. And it was chosen by Mommy, right? And the title is Our Thanks to You, right? Our thanks go to you, so to speak. Let's start the song to Jehovah. Our thanks go to you. Okay, let's start. Dony, Dony, and Mommy.
When I cannot find any peace of mind, you will listen. My thanks go to you. When troubles arise, whatever the size, for your answers, our thanks go to you. We need not be anxious over anything. You got our hearts and thoughts as we continue happy trusting you to give us peace of mind. When life is unkind, for our welfare, our thanks go to you. Thank you, Lord, to you for your care. All our thanks go to you.
All right. So we know that Jehovah takes a lot of pleasure in this song that we have just sung to him. So now we're gonna take our second part, go through our second part in our worship. It's about a subject where we're gonna discuss together. And today's topic, guys, it's about paradise. As indicated before, life, how it will be in the paradise to come. That's the subject of our discussion today. So, how do we perceive life? As we know, Jehovah is the giver and the creator of life. Everything was created by him, right? And we do know that our ancestors, talking about Adam and Eve, they lost the paradise in which they were living. And the reason why, because of their disobedience. But Jesus, the firstborn of Jehovah, the one chosen by him as the king of his upcoming kingdom, he assures us there will be paradise again. That means paradise will be restored and we will enjoy life the way that it was originally purposed by Jehovah. But in order to understand that, we will go through Matthew 19, 25 to 29, where we will see that Jesus himself, he said, talking to his 12 apostles, he said, you will inherit everlasting life. So what did Jesus mean by saying this? Because he mentioned as well the recreation in Luke 18:30. So Jesus implied that paradise will be restored again. So let's see this through Matthew 19, 25 through 29. Go to, you want to read for us? Up to us.
Yes. When the disciples heard that, they were greatly astounded, saying, who really can be saved? Looking at them intensely, Jesus said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Then Peter said in reply, look, we have left all things and followed you. What then would there be for us? Jesus said to them, truly, I say to you, in the recreation, when the Son of Man sits down on its glorious throne, you who have followed me will sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone who has left houses, or brothers, or sisters, or father, or mother, or children, or lands, for the sake of my name, will receive 100 times as much and will inherit everlasting life.
Excellent. So it is clearly indicated here. You see, Jesus, he promised that we would win, we would earn, so to speak, paradise again. But we know that we need to work in order to be rewarded. It's not something that's going to come to us automatically. But as we know, there are some people, they choose willfully not to serve Jehovah, and they don't want to hear about God. So Jesus here in 29, he said to his apostles, everyone who has left houses, or brothers, or sisters, or father, or mother, or children, or lands, for the sake of my name, will receive 100 times as much and will inherit everlasting life. So, everlasting life is nothing else than the restored paradise. You understand? So that means we have the mission here on earth to work in order to obtain or get this paradise promised by Jesus. But it will, as you know, there's no promise from Jehovah that can not fulfill, because God's word indicates that Jehovah always keeps his promises. And we learned that yesterday in our studies. And we learned that all things, and there are some promises Jehovah will have to accomplish, so they have to come, but most of his promises, they have already been accomplished. So guys, in this regard, we understand that paradise will be restored as said, all right? And in the meantime, when we gonna be living on earth, we need to ask ourselves, but how will it be? How will paradise look like? So what are the benefits of living in a paradise? So we're gonna see some points once paradise is restored, how life will be. That's very interesting. The first thing I could actually mention is that we're gonna have a resurrection, as we know, okay? all dead, all those who are in the tomb will be resurrected. But there are some people that will not be resurrected, but only God knows, as we know. But those who are resurrected, they gonna be on earth, and then there will be a period of 1,000 years, right, where Satan will be inactive, and after that you will have to make a choice, right, after being taught, because there are many people who died, they didn't know God, you see, so they will be given the time to know about Jehovah and Jesus, and then we will have to make a choice. So everlasting life promised by God will be in effect. So after the resurrection, we know that we will have a resurrection, and according to John 5, 28 and 29, it is said that the hour is coming in which all those in the memorial tomb, what would happen? Those in the memorial tombs will hear his voice. They will hear Jesus' voice. Those in the memorial tombs. I'm talking about those who died. And they will come out. That's the resurrection. And we have some rewarding and some exciting thing that will happen once paradise is restored. One of the things which is important, guys, that we can verify in Isaiah 35, verses 5 and 6, is that there will be no more sickness, old age, or death. You see, guys? So the fact that we will have all of the things, you see, the lame, those who cannot walk, they will be able to walk. The deaf, those who cannot hear, they will be able to hear. So there will be no more sickness, old age, and or death. These things will not exist. And if we go to Revelation 21, okay, verses 3 and 4, that I would ask Coletini to read to us. Revelation 21, verses 3 and 4. This is where we're going to see these things will not exist. Talking about death and, you see, lame people, blind. So, Revelation 21, verses 3 and 4, it says,
"With that, I heard a loud voice from the throne say, 'Look, the tent of God is with mankind, and he will reside with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them. And he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more.
No more.
Neither will mourning, nor outcry, nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away.'"
Excellent. You see? So these things will not exist according to Revelation 21, verses 3 and 4. So at this point, paradise will be restored. But not only this, we're gonna have plenty of other nice, wonderful things that will happen. There will be plenty of food, of good things as well to eat. We'll have food in abundance. You see, so now we have famine where people are dying because of hunger. So right, but in the restored paradise, we will have food in abundance. Do you understand? So in Psalm 72, verse 16, well, we can verify there will come to be plenty of grain on the earth. That's what the Bible teaches. So we will have food in abundance. Psalm 72, verse 16. And as well, other thing that we will enjoy is that we will have suitable homes and enjoyable work for all. But we can verify in the Bible, Psalm 72, verse 16, Dony.
"There will be an abundance of grain on the earth. On the top of the mountains it will overflow. His fruit will flourish as in Lebanon. And in the cities people will blossom like the vegetation of the earth."
Excellent. You see here, once again, this is what we've just mentioned and precised. there will be food in abundance. So there will be no more famine or anyone saying, "Oh, I'm hungry." There's no such thing. We won't have such things. So, guys, another interesting thing that will happen when we have paradise is that there will be no more crime. This is what is ravaging the society right now. Crime everywhere. So we know that. Every day we hear people, they die every day. So at this time, violence where people are killing others, we won't have these kind of things when paradise is restored. No more crime, no violence or war. You see, right now, since February 2022, a war between Ukraine and Russia. So we won't have this kind of things. As regards to the wicked ones, they will be cut off from the very earth. They will be cut off from the very earth. So that's Proverbs 2:22. So no violence, no war. And then another interesting thing we will enjoy, there will be freedom. There won't be any fear, and there will be peace everywhere on earth. You see? Peace everywhere and freedom, right? No fear. So everybody will enjoy the product of their work. So in Ezekiel 34:28, it talks about security. You see? Now we live in a world where there's no security. For instance, in Haiti, we can understand what's going on right now, right? But when God's kingdom will be established, what's going to happen? We will have peace of mind, and that means we will enjoy life to the fullest. So we know that Jesus, when he was on earth, he gave us a model of prayer, right? And he asks us to pray for the kingdom to come. So the kingdom that we are talking about, it's a real government where Jesus will be established as king of it, and he will be ruling with 144,000 other co-rulers, okay, from the heavens, and paradise will be restored. But we know that in this model of prayer, Jesus himself, he asks us to pray for what? For the kingdom to come, right? Jesus, he asks us to pray for the kingdom to come. Let your kingdom come. All right? So, guys, based on all these evidences I'm saying we are providing here, we understand that life will be as it was originally created by Jehovah. We will enjoy life with peace of mind, where there will be no more death. But you know, death, this is our biggest enemy, right? Our biggest enemy, this is death. It will be no more. You imagine there's no death right now? What would happen? And you know, one of the things those who make themselves opposer of God, like Satan, you know, this is the main opposer to God, they trying, you see, human beings now, they are trying their best to do what? To see if they can extend people's life, in a sense that if they can eliminate death, but it's not possible. They won't be able to do that. There's no way they will be able to do that. Because if they can succeed in doing so, they can bluntly affirm that there's a God. You see? But Jehovah won't allow this, and there will be no possibility for them to stop, you see, the process of death. Because how did death come up? It was when Adam and Eve, they were in the garden, right? And Jehovah precisely told them, if you eat from this tree, the tree of knowledge and good, of good and bad, what would happen? You will die for sure. And there's no doubt regarding this. And automatically, at the very time they ate from the tree, what happened? They started to die. And that doesn't mean they just physically fell down and died. No. You see, they had to grow old, right? Becoming sick and then die. So that's the inheritance that we have, okay, from Adam and Eve. So now we do know for sure, based on facts in the Bible, the paradise that Adam and Eve lost will be restored. And from this time, it will be life will be enjoyable for every human being, okay, who happens to get everlasting life. And Jesus clearly indicated this, right? The 12 apostles, they will be the one judging, right? You see, they will serve as judges as well when the day of judgment arrives. And remember, one day for Jehovah is 1,000 years, right? All right. So guys, as we have learned, in recap, we've learned that with confidence, paradise will be restored, right? And according to Luke 18, 28, 30, okay, along with Matthew 19, 25, 29 that we have read. And we know that when paradise is restored, what's going to happen, how life will be. What have we said? The dead, they will be resurrected, right? And then, according to John 5, 28 and 29, and with Revelation, in Revelation 21, 3 and 4 indicates there will be no more death. Life will be enjoyable for all, with no sickness, no old age, and nobody will grow old. No, there won't be such things. And we will have plenty of food. We will work and live our life peacefully for eternity. That means this is everlasting life. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Yes. All right, so we're going to proceed. That's the end of our discussion. We are going to proceed with the next step in our worship for today. But if you have any question, do you have any question? No question? Okay, Dony?
My question is that when the paradise comes and all will be happen, what happens to all the good people that get resurrected and the bad people that will get wiped off the surface of the earth? Mm-hmm. Where do the bad people go? Do they go with Satan or do they go to another place?
Okay, so these people, according to the Bible, will be destructed forever. That's what we call eternal destruction. This is along with Satan, because Satan, we know that there will be a period, the 1,000 years that we mentioned, where Satan will be inactive. So he won't be able to bother anyone. And then after the earth is full with the teaching of God, that means people will know, those who didn't have the chance, they will learn, study the Bibles, and then Satan will be back again so that he can continue his work. Because those who take side with Satan, actually, that's the reservation for them. So what is it? It's eternal destruction. You see, that's what's going to happen. So that means they will not exist. They won't be somewhere. They will be destructed forever. Correctini?
What about the bad people that might still live?
No, we won't have bad people on earth. That's what we've just said. Those who failed to apply, to show their faith in what they learned after the resurrection, okay, they will take side with Satan, and at this point, they will be destructed forever. That's the point. That's the final place for them. That's how it is. You see, I'm saying there won't be any life for them. So no more life for them. They are destructed forever. You saw yesterday in Superman 2, right? How Superman father put the three evil, so that's this way. Yes. So at this point, you see, but in the end, what happened? You see, they were distracted forever. So when they were out of power, when you see Lois and Superman, when they were at Superman's home, you see what happened. That's the same way. So they will be distracted.